Hello, everybody. I'm Etienne Gauthier. I'm CCO for SimAudio, and it's my great pleasure to be here today. First of all, before I start talking about SimAudio and the North Collection, I would like to thank Willie, Eric, and the whole team at Roxane Trading. They've been our longtime partner in China and Hong Kong, and it's a great pleasure to work with you guys. And thank you for the fantastic presentation today.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm a very lucky guy because I'm doing one of the best jobs in the world. I'm working for SimAudio, and this is the first time I have the pleasure to present the North Collection in China. And it's our new range of products, and I'm very, very happy to do it today. SimAudio, first, we are a Canadian company. We have been founded in 1980 by Victor Sima, who gave his name to the company SimAudio. And since we have been working in developing high-end electronics, amplifiers, CD player, DAC streamers, for 44 years now. And the North Collection is the pinnacle of all our engineering and development and represents how we see electronics and high-end audio today. So where comes from North? North was the idea of transmitting a new way of doing high-end electronics by regrouping the best performance electronics, streamer, DAC, preamplifier in one component and having the amplifier separated. The goal for this was to actually create a very high-end system in a compact manner. And this is the way we see the future of hi-fi equipments. Because, you know, we have the feedback from a lot of consumers and audiophiles saying that I'm tired of having multiple boxes system, and I would like the same performance, but on a more compact configuration. And the North Collection is exactly the essence of that. Also, the name North comes from a concept that is related to our history. SimAudio, a Canadian company, Canada is a country from the north, and also the north is the direction that you follow when you're lost and when you want to find your way through the nature or through events. And the North Star is also the star that you look at to find your way when you're lost. So the North Collection is exactly the translation of that. I would like to start now, before I go further on the North Collection, by playing a piece of music from a Montreal artist. Maybe some of you already know her, Dominique Fils-Aimé. She's a jazz performer from Montreal, jazz singer, and now she's very famous internationally. So let's start with that song called Birds from Dominique Fils-Aimé.
They were right to leave, right to use their wings to fly. So the sound of the birds taking off scared you last night.
So to come back to the North Collection, North Collection is composed by 6 models. 641 integrated amplifier, 681 streamer DAC, 791 streamer DAC preamplifier, 761 power amplifier, 891 streamer DAC preamplifier, and 861 power amplifiers. The centerpiece of the North Collection, which is the model that is the most popular, is the 791 and 761 power amplifier and streamer DAC preamp. Those 2 models combine elegancy and all our experience in technological design. We have developed for the North Collection all new technologies. Nothing is coming from the previous generation. So new DACs, new digital platforms, new volume controls, new amplification technology. And the 791 combines the new evolution of volume control, the MVol3, as well as the new MDE2 digital platform, a phono preamp, and our famous Mind 2 streamer. And the 761, which is the power amplifier that goes with it, is a 200 watts per channel power amplifier in a compact format that delivers huge 200 watts per channel and at 8 ohms and double at 4 ohms. So it's a real powerhouse in a compact format, which is very convenient for small spaces. Now, consumer tends to have their system in their living room instead of dedicated listening rooms, and having a more compact system with high-end performance is very, very, very popular. So this is why 791 and 761 is selling very, very well in the couple of. And of course, they combine as well a lot of features in terms of to make them very easy to use and very easy to configure. And they are all coming with our new BRM1 remote control, which is a Bluetooth remote control. It's very, very convenient. It's also made in Canada, like all the Simodio units, and all made by ourselves, all developed by ourselves, like the rest of the units. 791 is a very, very interesting unit. As I mentioned, it combines a streamer, a DAC, a preamplifier, and a phono preamplifier. And we had a lot of demand for those kind of machine that will be the centerpiece of any system. And then you combine the 791 with many power amplifier as you want. You can combine it with the 761, but also with the 861. We like that our system are able to play all kind of music, because we don't think that we design electronics and equipments for one kind of music and one kind of audiophile, because we think that when you are a music lover, you love all the music, multi-genders of music. So I'm going to play Billie Eilish, which is, obviously very famous, but also makes very interesting recordings. So this is called Your Power. Really love it. I think it's a great song. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the system that you have here, which is the reference system of the North Collection. So this is the 891 streamer DAC preamplifier, phono preamplifier. And this one has many, many, many new things. So it combines a new MDE3 digital platform based on ESS 9038 Pro DACs. There's two chipsets of DAC in balanced configuration, fully balanced configuration. The whole clocking system is developed by ourselves based on FPGA technology, femtosecond clock. So it's very, very performance oriented, and also combines the M-Ray 2 volume control, which is a new evolution of the volume control that you can find in our very, very famous 850p preamplifier. So it's a new version of that volume control included into the 891, which is a very precise volume control, very silent volume control. You have a very good phono preamp, which is the equivalent of 310 phono preamp. And all the circuit board is fixed on what we call the MDB for moon damping base. This is a plate of aluminum that is controlled by springs and gel suspension that kills the microphonic effects. So it reduces the noise by at least 20 to 30% compared to a normal unit. Also, this unit includes an MHP Moon hybrid power supply, which is at the same time a switch mode power supply and a linear power supply. to enhance the performance and also prevents from noise generated by the current, and also to compensate all the variation of voltage that can occur in houses and impact the performance of the 891. All those technologies, the MDE3 digital platform, the MDB, the MRAY2, the MHP, and the Mind2 streamer that you can find in the 891 are developed by us. They are our proprietary technologies. Cannot find this in any unit in the market. The 891 is perfectly paired with the 861 power amplifier, which is a stereo power amplifier, 300 watts per channel at 8 ohms, double at 4 ohms. You can put them in mono configuration, like here, by just a flick of a switch at the back. Very simple to use. Everything inside is custom. The capacitors are custom made for us by Rubicon. The transistors are custom made for us by Motorola. There are our logo on it, so it's proprietary technology. Everything, the case, the transformers, everything is made in Canada. The aluminum is machined by ourselves. The transformers are made by a company in Quebec. Even the connectors at the back, which are Fluorotech connectors. Obviously, you could use one 861 with the 891 because the 861 is already a powerhouse with 300 watts and would be enough for those Raido speakers. But for even better performance and even better details and ease of use, we can use, the mono configuration of the 861. For moon distortion cancelling amplifier. So for years at SimAudio, we've been doing non-global feedback amplification circuitry. So normally, in a normal circuit, you have your gain stage, you have your output, and you have a full global feedback loop. So for years, at SimAudio, we're not doing this because it degrades the sound. It gives a little bit more bass, but it degrades the sound. So for years, now more than 30 years, we're not designing global feedback design, and we have zero global feedback design. This new MDCA is different. So actually what it does, you have here on the top the normal signal that goes to the gain stage, to the output stage. And then you have the same signal going to a precision comparator that analyzes the input signal and the output signal in real time and inputs negative distortion into the signal here, which has positive distortion generated by the circuit. So actually we cancel the distortion by this matter. So obviously it's a very simple way to look at it. It's much more complicated than that, but this is a graphic that explains the basis of it. So actually what we have as a result, we have a very powerful amplifier able to generate a lot of watts, a lot of control, a lot of transparency with no distortion. So we have a very musical, very natural amplifier. And this is what you can find in all the amplifier of the North collection, into the 641, into the 761, and into the 861. Finally, I know it has been mentioned, we have another collection of products, which is called the Neo collection, which is our entry-level collection of products, composed by many, many amplifiers that has been, successful for years. The 250i V2, the 340i, which is very popular in China, the 260D CD player, which also is one of the last CD player with the full only CD drive on the market. It's a full Redbook CD drive, not a DVD player, not a Blu-ray player. It's a only CD drive. Also the 390, which has the same configuration as the North collection, so streamer, DAC, preamplifier, and some power amps, the 338, the 400 amps mono. And all those models are also made in Canada in our factory and warranty for 10 years. I think this is a very interesting system because if you just put one 861 with the 891, you have just a 2-box configuration that compares to multi boxes and much more expensive system on the market. So I think actually the 800, even if it's expensive, it's a bargain compared to the competition because of its unique technologies, its sound performance, and its compact configuration.